to Shysen773. Thank you so much for checking out my video. For those checking out my video for the first time, I just want to say welcome in. Thank you so much for viewing my video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, I would truly appreciate it. For those that have been here the whole time and all of my new subscribers, I just want to say thank you so much for your likes, for your comments. They truly do go a long way. Today's video is going to be on 4 different fragrances that I picked up from maxaroma.com. So shout out to maxaroma.com. They have not sent me anything, but at the same token, I really do love shopping there because they give you some of the best discounts that you can find out there. Of course, there are other discounters, but ultimately they have some of the fragrances that I'm not necessarily able to find at other retailers. So first, let's start off with a fragrance that I really wanted to check out. I wanted to check out a fragrance from Blackcliff Parfums. If you've never heard anything about Blackcliff Parfums, the perfumer is from Barbados, and the fragrance line itself, of course, is from Barbados, but they have really cool boxes. So this is what the box looks like. The fragrance itself that I purchased is called Mr. Pink. I blind bought this fragrance, and I'll be honest with you, I would tell you never blind buy a fragrance. You don't want to blind buy a fragrance because at some point you're gonna strike out. I've been lucky for a long period of time, but let me go and tell you about this fragrance. Not to say that it's a bad fragrance by no means, but when I first sprayed this on, I was not happy with it. The fragrance notes for this include smoke, saffron, oakmoss. Then you're gonna get yuzu, cotton candy, butter, vanilla, labdanum, and bergamot. So the notes to me tell me that this fragrance is a smoky gourmand. And if you've seen any of my videos and you know what my fragrance collection looks like, I have about 80% of gourmand fragrances. So gourmands are my thing. That's my jam. I wanted to pick this up specifically because all I've heard was this was a gourmand, something that you definitely want to check out. This is different than anything that you've ever smelled. And they are definitely right. This one is a very different smelling type of gourmand, where you're getting a strong hit of smoke and I believe saffron that mixes, and then the fruit itself gives it this kind of bitter tartness, but there's like bitter, tart, sweet, and smoky is what I get from this fragrance. The fragrance bottle itself looks like this. You get the juice that shows here in the back. So I think it's a very cool concept. As I've been testing this and wearing this, I'm starting to enjoy it more. When I first got it, I'll be honest with you, I did not like this. I thought that it smelled too bitter on my skin. And for what I thought it was going to give me, I thought I was going to get a lighter smoke on this, where the smoke on this is a lot heavier. And then there is a darkness to this as well. The sweetness isn't overly sweet by no means. After spraying this one on my hand, I can smell it after about 15 minutes. If I smell it before 15 minutes, it smells horrible on my skin. So your skin may be a little bit different, and I would try this one before I buy it. But these are very, very cool interpretations of fragrances, and as far as the fragrance is concerned, it does smell good in the wintertime. So if I don't smell it up close and I just smell it in the air, it gives off this beautiful, perfectly done, smoky, sweet vibe. So it's very, I would say, seductive and intriguing. Definitely something that you would want to try before buying. But again, this one is Mr. Pink. The next fragrance that I want to talk about is a fragrance that I also wanted to check out. Again, I am Mr. Blind Buy King, which is so dumb. But this one is called MoonGlade, and it comes in a box that looks like this. And the fragrance itself comes in a little flask that kind of is cool because when you open it up, it has the fragrance itself. So as you see, it has like this green vibe, which is really nice. And this actually stays on. So that's part of the base. And the cool part about it is that it is magnetic. So you can hold it in place like this. But the fragrance itself includes the notes of bergamot, black currant, galbanum, lemon, orange, and rose. In the mid, you're going to get anise, coconut, lavender, magnolia, nutmeg, and peach. And then finally in the base, you're going to get amber, moss, musk, patchouli, sandalwood, and vanilla. This fragrance reminds me so much of Sauvage Elixir, but there is what I don't like about Sauvage Elixir is that it's very grown manish, where this one will probably put you in more of that 20s, 30s vibe. This is definitely 30s plus, probably even 40s plus. But there is also an Alexandra fragrance version of this that is lighter as well. That's pretty similar to that fragrance, but because you're getting more of a sweetness to it, it gives a bit more of a playfulness. So I actually enjoy this one a lot more than wearing the Dior Sauvage version. I think that one kind of makes me feel like I need to be going to a gala or, you know, some sort of a big dinner, as opposed to being able to wear this one all year round. I think this one is easily worn. It's light enough, airy, again, has a little bit of darkness, has that sweetness. It's perfectly done, but also this was discounted. So I believe this one at first cost like $165, but after discounts, I got this one for somewhere around like the 120s or 130s, which if I'm not mistaken, I think Sauvage was somewhere around the 130s mark or something like that. But all in all, this one was definitely up my alley, surprised me on first sniff. So again, this one is MoonGlade. The next fragrance that I want to talk about is a fragrance that I got free with MoonGlade. So this one is from Muhammad Ali, and this one is called Round 2. I always wanted to check out these fragrances because I was never able to get them. They were created overseas, if I'm not mistaken. I think they were in like Great Britain or something like that. So it was very difficult to get these fragrances over here. Once Max Aroma got them, they were basically giving them out for free as a free gift with this pickup. So I ended up grabbing this one, and this is what it looks like. So it's a boxing glove, which is kind of cool. And then it has the whole Muhammad Ali on the back. It says made in the UK, so I was correct. And then it says legend, and this is actually the cap. So you can take it off. It's magnetic. You can hold it from the cap itself. And this fragrance includes the notes of bergamot, anise, mandarin orange, lavender, geranium, pink pepper, pineapple leaf, patchouli, suede, woody notes, and amber. But what I get is more of a clean, fresh, aquatic fragrance that smells like azzaro chrome. I actually sprayed this on the card, and yeah, I'm 100% getting azzaro chrome. And this one I think is the one from the 90s, so probably the original. So if you have azzaro chrome, you have this fragrance. Overall, it's, like I said, it's not a bad fragrance at all. I believe these were retailing at like $100, where of course, you know, you can get azzaro chrome for very, very cheap. So I would probably suggest getting azzaro chrome over that fragrance. The final fragrance that I want to talk about is from the Gate Fragrances. This fragrance was definitely one of the ones that I really wanted to pick up. The notes on this fragrance sound so good. I am, again, a big gourmand guy, but I also love my tobaccos. So this fragrance has cherry, blackberry, and tobacco in it. And the fragrance itself usually sits inside of a box like this, and it has like the little coffin, and it sits right there. The fragrance that I'm talking about though is called Memories. So I went to purchase this before and unfortunately could not get it because it ran out of stock, especially when I was trying to get it for what the discount was. So I believe this fragrance was about $200. And the discount, I believe, was somewhere around 20 to 25%. So again, if you are not signed up for the Max Aroma text messages telling you you're missing out because you're paying full prices for these fragrances, and you can get them at a little bit of a discount, that will help your pockets, especially during, you know, the holiday times or somebody's birthday or whenever you want to purchase a fragrance. But the fragrance itself, when you spray it, the sprayer looks like this. So it's like a nice bright spray. And right off the bat, you're gonna get this realistic cherry. So the notes in this fragrance include cherry and blackberry up top. Then you're gonna get mid notes of tobacco, Olibanum, and Frangipani. And then the base notes, you're gonna get Tonka Bean and Maple sap. So I haven't smelled a fragrance that has a cherry note that smells exactly like this. This is one of the most realistic cherries I've smelled. And the crazy part about it is the cherry smells as if you've cut it open and you set it and the juice ran onto a tobacco leaf. Or if you had a cigar by it and it just ran across it. This is so good. I'm telling you, this one, out of all of the fragrances that I picked up, this one is my favorite. I'm so excited that I was able to pick this one up. Honestly, like I said before, you definitely don't want to blind buy, but luckily for me, I actually had a tester of this. So I was sent a tester of this a while back. I smelled it on myself. I knew what I wanted and picked this one up. So again, this one is Memories by The Gate. So thank you so much for checking out my video. I really do appreciate it. I don't know if anybody knows about this, but Scent Explorer is coming up. It's going to be on December 2nd and 3rd. If you've never gone to Scent Explorer before, you can check it out. I believe it's scentexplorer.com, and you can sign up. I believe it's like $55 if you want to get the sample bags of all of the sample fragrances that are going to be there, and $25 if you just want to show up for the event. So if you show up for the event and that's virtual as opposed to in person, So virtually, if you show up, you can get different discounts that come up if you want to. Me, myself, I'm gonna do the one with the goodie bag, so I'll be able to check it out. But if you will be there, I'll be there also. So hopefully I'll see you all in the comments there. But again, have a blessed day and take care.